Please enter your name followed by the last 4 digits of your mobile number as the username. Oh, wow! We have such amazing participation.
Let's begin.
Let's begin the first round.
Ladies and gentlemen, shortly you will be shown 5 questions on your screen. All you have to do is choose the right answer and wait for you to find out the results.
Such tremendous participation, Abbas. Get set.
All right, the question number 1. What is the name of this complex of INA? It is also the name of a historic educational institute. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got 14 seconds to answer now. 10 more seconds.
Moving on to the second question. Which capital city has a name that means good air in the local language? Ten seconds.
I think the majority is getting the questions right, yeah?
Next question. Which 2023 film caused a global shortage of this particular shade? Interesting. I hear the answers out loud, but I guess you'll have to register that on the
Kahoot app.
On the Kahoot app, ladies and gentlemen. I see a lot of answers flowing in for this one. Next question.
How many centuries has Virat Kohli scored at the 2023 ODI World Cup? I mean, we are all hoping that he scores another one at the finals.
I see the energy with this one as well. But ladies and gentlemen, remember, we got to play this on the kahoot.it. And the next question. This model of bikes by Bajaj was made from metal sourced from which INS vessel? Last few seconds. Let's see who goes away with a nice gift voucher. And we have a winner. Let's see who that is. Congratulations, Poonam. We request the winner to identify herself so that the volunteers can hand you a gift voucher. Can we have a round of applause? Oh, we have... looks like the results are recalculated. I'm so sorry. Naman is the winner for this round. Congratulations, Naman. A huge round of applause.
Our volunteers would get back to you with a gift voucher. You may remain seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, while we await the arrival of our senior dignitaries, here is a message for the finalists from Mrs. Kala Hari Kumar, President, Navy Welfare and Wellness Association, the NAVA.
Greetings from Team G20THINQ. Champions do not become champions when they win the event. They become champions after spending weeks, months and years preparing for it. The G20THINQ is a golden opportunity for you to be that champion team. THINQ, the Indian Navy quiz in association with NAVA, Navy Welfare and Wellness Association, comes to you this year in a grander global avatar. Celebrating inclusivity and harmony, THINQ has expanded its pool of schools to not only to the best in India, but to students from several G20 nations as well. We are humbled by the fact that the G20THINQ is history in the making. We are proud to provide this platform to the winners of the national finals to represent India in the grand international finale at the iconic India Gate, New Delhi. How amazing does this sound? So my dear students, you have reached the finals after very competitive elimination rounds. Embark on this remarkable journey and carry the hopes and dreams of not only your school, but also of your country. Carrying forward our Honorable Prime Minister's vision of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas and Sabka Prayas, I wish you the very best in your journey towards G20THINQ finale. Success lies in your endeavor, your intention and your effort. Let the quest for knowledge begin. Jai Hind.
That was such an inspiring message, not just for the finalists, but for all of us present right here.
देवियों, सज्जनों और यहाँ ऊर्जा से भरपूर नौजवानों, आज हम एक ऐसे इमारत के साए में हैं जहाँ से जो मुंबई के समुद्री इतिहास और सांस्कृतिक विरासत का एक जीवन प्रमाण है.
That's quite true, Abbas. And isn't it wonderful that this exciting event has this very special and iconic backdrop? We are very fortunate indeed. So before we meet the finalists for tonight, why don't we have a look at what the top 16 had to say about their journey?
जी हाँ, तो क्यों ना हम जाने इन शानदार छात्रों की कहानी उन्हीं की जुबानी.
Amidst the bustling city of Mumbai, the G20THINQ, a testament to intellectual prowess and collaborative spirit, has brought together the finest young minds from across the nation. As we delve into the remarkable journey, let's witness the passion, determination and camaraderie that define the essence of G20THINQ. The journey began with the fervent registrations of numerous schools, each exuding a passion for knowledge and an unwavering commitment to excel. In the crucible of the elimination round, the competition was fierce and the stakes were high.
When I first heard about the G20THINQ conducted by the Indian Navy, I felt elated and honored. It's an incredible opportunity to engage with the Indian Navy in a quiz competition.
The chance to represent my school at such a prestigious event, which is supported by the Indian Navy and NAVA, has inspired me.
It was a great experience, especially the quarterfinals. We had to connect the clues for each question and reach to the final answer.
It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I can't wait for the semi-finals and finals in Mumbai.
Quiz is not just only a competition, it's a learning process. You can't just depend on books or some sources. So I would like to urge all my peers who are a part of the semi-final to sit back, relax and not take stress and take it as a good learning opportunity.
And I really look forward and I'm very excited for the national semi-finals round in Mumbai.
And I'm really looking forward to be a part of the national semi-finals.
Minds were tested, limits were pushed, and only the brightest emerged victorious, earning their rightful place in the semi-finals.
The first round as well as the quarterfinal were both amazing. It was fun to participate in them. There were several questions of different dimensions ranging from sports to politics. It was overall a fun and knowledgeable experience for me.
My experience with the G20 quiz has been amazing. With regards to the excitement, I am extremely elated to be on board to the semi-finals and finals at Mumbai.
This is our first such achievement and what we are getting out of it is really remarkable. We are really going to enjoy it a lot and we are going to put our best to represent our school.
I'm quite excited and well prepared for the semi-finals of the quiz and I'm pretty sure that we will be visible.
Well, wasn't it insightful to learn about their experience so far? I am sure it has inspired everyone present here. अपने चारों ओर देखें, क्या समा बांधा हुआ है, संभावनाओं से भरा हुआ. यहाँ मौजूद सभी लोग तथ्यों के दायरे में जाने, रहस्यों को सुलझाने और पहेलियों को समझने के लिए उत्सुक हैं.
Yes, this does look like a curious set of audience indeed. An audience that has gathered here to have a ringside view of an awe-inspiring event that strengthens our ever-growing bond beyond borders.
So tonight, I, Lieutenant Abbas Zair Naqvi,
And I, Shraddha Hadnurkar, on behalf of the Indian Navy,
and on behalf of the Navy Welfare and Wellness Association, the NAVA, welcome you all to the G20THINQ National Finals. What makes the THINQ grander this year is the association with G20. India's theme for G20 presidency. India's theme for G20 presidency.
Check.
I hope I'm audible now. Well, so India's theme for G20 presidency was Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that promotes strongly the very essence of what our beloved country offers to this big, beautiful world. गर्व की बात है कि आज 21वीं सदी में भारत ने अपना तिरंगा विश्व भर में लहराया है.
गर्व की बात तो है अब्बास. And I, as a naval spouse, take a lot of pride in the Indian Navy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you know this wonderful, vast expanse of the ocean lies right ahead of you. I'm sure you hear the waves crashing as well. But please know this, that each wave hitting shore carries with it countless adventures of the men and women who don the whites and have dedicated their lives to securing India's maritime borders. Let us show our admiration for the Indian Navy and clap so loud that the echo is reverberated to the farthest Indian naval ship currently deployed in the high seas.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has to be a thunderous round of applause. what we'll do is, return this. I'll do adding to the grandeur. Okay? So we try to reduce it. You can start now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, adding to the grandeur stands the spectacular Taj Mahal Palace, a symbol of our unparalleled hospitality and also a symbol of resilience. 15 years ago today, during the 26/11 attacks, we as a country showed the world and our adversaries that nothing can ever deter, daunt, or defeat us.
Absolutely true, Abbas. And to be great has always been our legacy. Reminds me of the powerful words of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Sarvapratham Rashtra, Nantar Guru, Mag Palak, Mag Dev. Sarvapratham स्वतःकडे नाही तर राष्ट्रकडे पहा.
Meaning, first and foremost comes our great nation, and then our teachers, parents, and then the Almighty. Shraddha, this holds true even in today's era. This great statue of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj aptly epitomizes the bravery with which the great warrior king fought the enemies and conquered the seas.
The Indian Navy today draws inspiration from the courage of the Maratha Navy, as reflected in its new naval ensign, which symbolizes our intent to promote our unique Indian identity and to do so with nationalistic pride.
Today, we have a Navy that is combat ready, credible, cohesive, and future-proof. A Navy with the underlying vision of Sagar, that is, security and growth for all in the region. The Indian Navy today operates beyond the horizon and has deepened and broadened the engagement with friendly countries as well.
Our Navy has always strived building bridges of friendship across the oceans, be it the biannual Milan, the recently concluded Goa Maritime Conclave, or the Ocean Ring of Yoga, wherein 2,400 naval personnel were deployed across the globe to celebrate the International Day of Yoga. The Indian Navy additionally renders significant humanitarian assistance with Operation Madad, Samudra Setu, to name a few.
Reminds me of the HADR operation that I was part of when Cyclone Taukte had made landfall on the western front of our country, where we were the first responders during the worst calamities our country experienced.
Wow, that looks like quite an experience. Our Navy has surely come a long way in the past decades.
Truly, we indeed have. From building a 3,000-ton warship, INS Nilgiri, at city's very own Mazgaon dock in 1966, to building a mighty aircraft carrier, INS Vikrant, the Navy has indeed come a long way. And definitely, the Indian Navy has been at the forefront of making India truly Atmanirbhar.
You are right, Abbas, and we have many more milestones to conquer. And the young talent present here definitely assures us of a promising future for our country. And we are certain that through platforms such as the ThinkQ, these young minds will get inspired and ignited.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now wait for the arrival of the CNS. we'll manage. Okay.
Yeah.
What are the starting? Thank you. Let's skip this also. All person in the account, and then we start the regular activity. Okay, what's the
Before we start with the event tonight, I would take this opportunity to share our heartfelt gratitude to the Western Naval Command and the team from the Naval Headquarters, Delhi, for making this event possible at this grand venue. A special note of thanks to our spirited event manager, Ms. Pallavi, and her team at Enco Creations that has tirelessly worked to create this event for us. So ladies and gentlemen, let's set sail and begin the much-awaited part of the evening. Join me in welcoming on stage the top 8 contenders who will battle it out for glory and aim to win the G20THINQ National Finals. Let us now meet these 8 teams. Let us now meet these 8 teams as they walk on stage with style and sophistication, donning traditional kurtas in hand-woven ikat with unique coconut shell buttons, making it a truly customized and aesthetic experience by Fab India, our official lifestyle partner for THINQ 2023.
I request all the finalists to please come up on the stage now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, while we welcome the students on stage, let me give you a quick recap of the G20THINQ journey so far. Following the grand success of the last year's THINQ, this year saw a total of 11,741 schools participating. Thereafter, the schools underwent 4 rounds of online eliminations, which included a nail-biting quarterfinal, wherein 40 teams participated and made it to the tiebreaker event, from which 16 teams made it to the semi-finals. Yesterday, we had 2 rounds of exciting semi-finals at the NCPA, culminating in the 8 teams that we'll see today for the national finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the teams now. Team 1, Navy Children's School, Mumbai, represented by Antara Mazumdar and Rahul Mishra. Team 2, Krishna Public School, Raipur, represented by Agriyan and Snigdha.
Team 3, GD Goenka Public School, Siliguri, represented by Kushagra Om Sharma and Ronit Botra.
Team 4, Delhi Public School, Bhopal, represented by Navya and Chaitanya.
Team 5, Bhavans Vidya Mandir, Kochi, represented by Tarun Thomas Tyson and Kiran Thomas Tyson.
Team 6, Sanjay Godawat International School, Kolhapur, represented by Pranshu and Anay.
Team 7, DAV Public School, Gurugram, represented by Vanshaj and Kushmeet Narwal.
And finally, the Team 8, GMHSS Calicut University Campus, represented by Srinand and Navneet. A huge round of applause for these sharp minds.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Chief of the Naval Staff and President Nava, I, Lieutenant Abbas Zahir Naqvi, welcome our wonderful audience once again to this delightful event. I now invite Admiral R. Hari Kumar, Chief of the Naval Staff, to kindly come up on the stage to address the audience.
Vice Admiral Dinesh Tripathi, FOC&C Western Naval Command, Rear Admiral Dhiren Vig, Member AFT, Vice Admiral Swaminathan, Chief of Personnel, Vice Admiral R. Swaminathan, DGNP, Vice Admiral Sanjay Balla, Chief of Staff, Flag Officers, NAVA members, the bright students present here, all the ones who have reached the finals, as well as the other participants, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all of you. At the outset, I would like to express my gratitude to all of you for being a part of the national finals of the Indian Navy Quiz THINQ 2023. And it is indeed an honor for us to have Shri Ramesh Bayas, the Honorable Governor of Maharashtra, gracing the occasion a little later as we progress through the event. Indeed, I am grateful to him for having taken the time out from his busy schedule to grace the occasion later and make it a grand event. His consenting to be present here is an apt recognition of the significance attached to events like this, like the THINQ, driving and fostering maritime consciousness amongst our youth. So, Bharat's maritime nature is integral to our national identity and is firmly entrenched in our national ethos from time immemorial. With the sea on three sides and the high mountains on the fourth, it can be said that Bharat lies in the lap of the Indian Ocean. And it is therefore but natural that our country depends on the seas around us for prosperity and growth. The iconic gateway of India in the background symbolizes this relationship. This structure, with its grandeur and undying charm, serves as a remembrance of our colonial past, a past where the colonial powers looked inwards towards our nation for their prosperity. And subsequently, this symbol of the British Empire became an epitaph when the last British regiment to depart after independence, the Somerset Light Infantry, passed through this gateway before setting sail out of India forever in 1948. And since then, this monument has served as a poignant reminder that the seas remain the catalyst of our aspirational nation. It is through this gateway that we need to look outwards into the seas. These vast oceans are the drivers of our economic growth and foster connectivity with the outside world as a medium of communication, transport, and knowledge exchange. So this knowledge exchange that you will witness at this national level quiz has provided the nation's young minds an opportunity to experience the naval way of life as we commemorate the Kartavya Kal. It's a call to contribute by service to the nation as an officer or as an Agniveer, a life of public service with the opportunity for private excellence. So this commemoration has been singularly satisfying as it gives us an opportunity to engage with bright and enthusiastic students from 11,741 schools across the country, nearly twice as many schools as during the last edition. So as you can imagine, it has been a very large-scale endeavor and aptly captures the national ethos of Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat. So significant credit for its success resides with President and members of the Navy Welfare and Wellness Association, or NAVA, and the Western Naval Command for their efforts towards conceptualizing and supporting this event, the THINQ. I commend and compliment the finalists as well as all the participating teams who are attending the event. However, I'd like to say that this quiz is not merely about winning here or about winning prizes, but also about awakening the maritime Indian amongst each and every one of you, amongst our larger youth. So let us not forget that our youth and children like you are the ones who will drive Bharat's future. And this future is closely linked with the oceans. Therefore, the THINQ is a small step by the Indian Navy and NAVA towards enhancing awareness and interest about the oceans amongst this invaluable human capital. So as we move to become the third largest economy in a few years from now, we will be seeing increase in trade, and this increase in trade will happen through the sea, and therefore you will see greater and greater importance to the seas and to achieving and maintaining a secure and safe maritime environment. So I am confident that all of you, as all of you travel to New Delhi for the international round on the 23rd of November, you will strengthen the bridges of friendship with our G20 partners, underpinned by the theme of Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam, or One Earth, One Family, One Future. So before I conclude, I would like to once again thank President and members of Navy Welfare and Wellness Association and the teams from Naval Headquarters, VESI, the Western Naval Command, for facilitating the conduct of the THINQ National Final. I am sure this event will undoubtedly serve as an inspiration for all the young minds in our country. So my best wishes to all the teams present here, best wishes to all of you as you compete in the finals. Regardless of the outcome, you should know that your journey to this point is a testament to your intellect and commitment. So embrace the challenge and enjoy the experience. So thank you. Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for such uplifting words. I'm sure these 8 teams are motivated and geared up for the finals. And now it's time we welcome one of India's most prolific and engaging celebrity quiz masters, a well-known figure in the quizzing world, an IIM Bangalore alumni who hosts several prestigious quiz shows across the country. Please join us in welcoming on stage Mr. Venkatesh Srinivasan. Venki, as he's popularly known. As they say, you cannot win a game you do not play. So hands to action stations as it's time to begin the real action. Over to you, Venki.
Thank you, Abbas. Thank you, Shraddha. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the kids at the back are enthusiastic as always. Good evening, a very warm welcome to all of you to this grand national final of G20THINQ, the Indian Navy quiz brought to you in collaboration with NAVA, Sail Beyond the Horizon. As you've already heard, the quiz has had a tremendous journey. 11,700 teams were filtered down to 16 teams after some very hectic online rounds. And those 16 took part in 2 riveting semi-finals yesterday. And we have with us here our wonderful top 8 teams. Aren't they all looking amazing? Give them a round of applause, everyone. And a big shout out and thank you to Fab India, who've styled all of the teams on stage and styled me as well with this amazing ethnic dresses with intricate designs that I've put together. Right. So these 8 teams are going to do battle here. We have some very interesting prizes lined up. Winning team, the first runner-up and the second runner-up teams will all receive substantive prizes. But let me tell you, all 16 teams have already bagged some wonderful prizes. They've all won a Samsung Galaxy S6 tablet each, and they've each won 15,000 rupees from State Bank of India as FD certificates. So amazing prizes over here. Not only is G20THINQ one of India's biggest school quizzes, it's also among the best prize money at stake. But what's at stake today is not just prize money. The team that wins here is going to represent India, and they will be Team Bharat at the international finale of THINQ. We have 24 other countries who've sent in their wonderful teams to take part over here, and these guys are getting parachuted directly into the finale, and they will compete against 8 other countries to determine the national champion of G20THINQ. Right. So without further ado, I think it's time to get cracking with today's quiz. Teams are all slightly nervous, but all set, I think. Let's see how the quiz is going to flow today. We've already met all the finalists, so we'll move it on. We have 6 rounds in today's quiz. We start with Anchors Away. We move on to Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam, which is the theme of the G20. We then go through Uncharted Waters. We take a peek from the crow's nest. We change tack, and we finish with action stations. We'll explain the rules of each round as we go ahead. If everyone's ready, are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Let's get cracking with the G20THINQ National Finale, round number 1. You'll see a nice little bit of intro music for each round. The first round is called Anchors Away, and Anchors Away is a term to denote that the ship is setting sail, just as we are setting sail over here in today's quiz. The rules of this round: there are 10 questions on a grid. You pick a number, you get a question. You answer it, you get plus 10. There's no negatives. Questions pass in clockwise order from team 1, which is Mumbai, to team 8, which is Malappuram. We also have the option of you pouncing and writing an answer, where you use the buzzer and once in this round to attempt a question out of turn. However, if you get it wrong, you get -5. There are no part pounces. Many questions have 2 parts, in which case you need to get both parts correct. Kindly turn your buzzers on by pressing that switch at the back. We'll just test them once very quickly. Right. Just give it a few seconds. Have you turned your buzzer on, team 6? Yeah? All right. Team 1, can you just reset the buzzer once? Yeah, team 1, can you try? Very good. Team 2, reset please. Yeah, team 2, thank you. Reset. Team 3, reset. Team 4, reset. Team 5, reset once. Yeah. Team 5, reset. 6. Let's try it now. 1 second, just reset. Yeah, that's working. Reset. Reset, please. 7. 7, can you try a buzzer? Yeah. And reset, please. And team 8. One more time, team 8. Yeah, working. All right, great. Don't be in a rush to pounce, because questions are somewhat complex. So, luck of the draw, what you pick. Some questions may be easy, some may be difficult. Remember, this is a general knowledge quiz. It's not only about the Navy or the Armed Forces or the G20. It's a general quiz covering all aspects, as you already know from the semifinals. Everyone ready? All teams? Good to go? All the feed on your monitor is all fine? Great. Team 1, Navy Children's Home, Mumbai. Please pick a number.
3.
3. Team 1 have picked question number 3. Here's your question. Connect and explain what each of these pictures represents. You have to give us an overall connection and specifically explain any 2 of the pictures. You don't have to explain all 4. You can explain any 2 of the pictures. They all lead to something common in India. What is that? And something very well known and joyous for all of us. Okay, nobody's pouncing. So team 1, Please make a guess. There's no negative marking. Give me a common story among all these images. Team 1, let's get an answer. Come on, folks, make a guess. It's the first question of the quiz, so I'm giving you a little more time, but I'll have to pass you. Make a guess. Come on, say something.
Manthan.
Manthan. Okay, nothing to do with Manthan. Team 2.
Vijayadashmi.
Vijayadashmi. Nice guess. Team 3. Very nice guess. Team 2.
All of these happened on the same day.
Okay,
so,
what is that day?
The day we celebrate Diwali.
Okay.
So, Lord Ram returned from his Banvas.
All right.
The churning of the sea happened on the same day.
All
and
right.
on the same day, Kali slayed Mahishasur.
And what's the third picture, do you know?
We are not sure about that.
Brilliant answer, Team 3. That's absolutely correct. These are the stories behind Deepavali celebrations in various parts of the country. In some places, it's celebrated as Kali Puja. In some places, it's celebrated as Lakshmi Puja. The Samudra Manthan was the event from which Goddess Lakshmi emerged. Krishna slaying Narakasura. So in much of the south, you'll find that it's celebrated as Naraka Chaturdasi. And Rama and Sita coming back from exile. So happy Diwali, even though belated to everyone. A perfect first question. And excellent 10 points to Team 3 from Siliguri. Please be more generous with your applause, audience. Let's encourage the teams. Yes, Team 2, Raipur, what would you like?
Number 2.
Number 2 for you. Team 2 picking number 2. Here's your question. The club wing manakin is a series of passerines, a type of bird which results in the slopes of the Andes Mountains in Colombia and Ecuador in South America. The sound produced by these birds is called sonation, where they do not use their vocal organs like many of the others do. How do they produce these violin-like sounds? Let's listen to the audio. Yeah, so you heard those violin-like chirpy sounds. Normally, every creature produces sounds, including us. We produce sound by exercising our voice boxes, our vocal organs. But these birds do something called sonation. So the sound doesn't come from their voice box or their vocal organs. How do they produce this sound? Nobody's pouncing. I'm going to close pounce very quickly. Team 2.
Do they use their feathers while creating the sound?
In what way?
Like moving their feathers very fast.
Feathers? Can you give me a slightly better word? Like, what do they move very fast?
The tail, the tail feather, like.
I don't need anything so specific. What body part do they move very fast? If you're saying that they move it very fast.
The leg part. Wait.
Okay, what's your final answer?
The feathers.
Your final answer is they move their feathers very fast and that's what makes the sound?
They rub the feathers against each other.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. That's a good enough answer. Let's see the answer. They vibrate their wings. That's all I wanted you to say. Wings instead of feathers. But let's see the answer. There you go. Yeah, that's how you get that sound. Beautiful answer there. I must point out that the Krishna Public School Raipur team is the youngest team we have on stage. They're 2 9th standard students. The quiz was for students from classes 9 to 12 and they are our youngest team. That's a fantastic answer, Team 2. You get yourself on the board with 10 points. Team 3.
9.
9. All right. Team 3 pick question number 9. Here's your question, Team 3. Shangdu in China during Kublai Khan's time, Kabul in India in the Mughal era right until Aurangzeb stopped the practice. Baguio in Philippines during the time of the American occupation, Taif in Saudi Arabia, pretty much still continues today, and blank in the Bombay Presidency during the British Raj. All these are towns or locations that were used in a particular way or in a particular manner by all of these countries at these various times. Which town in Maharashtra fills in the blank? And what is common to Shangdu, Kabul, Baguio, Taif, and whatever your answer will be? For what's common, I'm just looking for a two-word answer. If you know a little bit about what types of places these are or something about the geography of these places, that will really help. It's a very famous town in Maharashtra. What do you think all this? All these rulers or governments in these countries at various points of time have used these towns or cities. They've designated them something. All right, team 3.
We don't know the connection, but we are guessing the town is Pune.
Pune. Pune, okay. And you want to hazard a guess on the connection?
We have no guesses
You
for
have
the
no
connection.
guess. We'll pass you to team 4. It's not Pune.
We are guessing, are these all ports?
Are these all what?
Ports.
Ports, all right. And what would fill up the blank?
Nagpur.
Nagpur, all right. Passes. Not ports and Nagpur, not Pune either.
Pass.
Take a guess, come on. Name a town in Maharashtra at least that's very famous.
Thane.
Thane. Okay, not Thane. Passes to team 6. Kolhapur, do you have a guess?
Sinhagad.
Sinhagad, not Sinhagad. Team 7, Gurugram seem to be eagerly waiting.
So is it Mumbai, the town?
Mumbai, okay.
Yes.
And why?
These are the entry points to the countries.
Entry points to the countries. Nice try. No, not Mumbai and entry points to the countries. Malappuram, team 8.
Yeah, these are naval dockyards or naval headquarters, and we are guessing Colaba.
Okay, naval headquarters at Colaba. No. Trying to second guess the theme of the quiz. Team 1, Mumbai.
Navashera.
Navshera, and why?
Could be ports.
Ports, not ports. Team 2.
I guess these were like the financial capitals, and the town that fills it, perhaps Bori. I'll go with Boribandar.
Boribandar and financial capitals, okay? Good guess though. No team seems to have gotten it. Anybody from the audience wants to venture a guess? Say it out loud. Mahabaleshwar, that's the correct answer. And what connects? It is Mahabaleshwar. These were all towns which were summer capitals of these regions. Right? Mahabaleshwar, and these were all summer capitals. So in the hot summer, just like, Jammu and Kashmir and, places like that, in the hot summer, the entire government used to move to this other town. And this is Mahabaleshwar. Well done from the audience. Tough one for the teams, but this is the national final, so you can expect some zingers like this. Team 4.
10.
10. Here's your question. Still around, such large incandescent light bulbs that you'll see on the image on the next slide have been in use since the early 20th century. The arrangement used is often triangular with 2 bulbs at 2 of the corners. One is a spare in case of failure of the first. The third corner is usually occupied by a gas light as a further backup in case of a power failure. Where can you see such a setup? You can see them in places like Mumbai, Chennai and Kochi, but not in Bengaluru. Here is an image. Very simple question, 1-part answer. Where will you find a setup like this? Let's go back to the text. Where can you see a setup like this? And as a good useful clue, you can see them in places like Mumbai, Chennai and Kochi, but not in Bangalore. The first pounds of the quiz from team 3. Going to see what written. All right. Team 3 have hazarded a guess and given the quiz master some exercise. Team 4. Think simple, Team 4. Half the answer is already in the question. Quickly.
Is it something to drill from the sea?
Something to drill from the sea. No.
Are these the bulbs that are there in a lighthouse?
In a lighthouse! Absolutely right. That's all we wanted. As simple as that. This is the typical setup that you'll find in a lighthouse, which is why it's there in coastal cities and not in an inland city like Bangalore. 10 points to Team 5 and a good pounce, 10 points to Team 3. 3 and 5 both get 10 points. And Team 5, it's now your turn to pick. Okay, we'll check it one more time. Buzzers have now been reset. Can you buzz now? You have buzzed, right? I can see it on, yeah. Reset. Yeah, it's cool. You got it on again now? Right, I think we have your buzzer on. Can we just reset it again? Yeah, you're good now? All right, great. Okay, Team 5.
7.
Number 7. Here's your question. The Wolverine, how many of you like Wolverine? Right, the amazing character. The Wolverine's powers include his retractable forearm claws and powerful healing factor. Scientists surmise that along with fast-acting immunological responses, his body would have to exhibit a hyperversion of a biological process of the cell cycle to ensure that damaged tissue is rapidly repaired. Let's see this video. There you go, that's Wolverine. Yeah, and you can see something happening there. So these days, scientists not only analyze real life things, they go and sit and analyze what happens to fictional characters on screen or in books. So they said if Wolverine has to survive and Wolverine has to exhibit these kind of characteristics, a biological process of the cell cycle that is common in everyone would have to exhibit a hyper version of it. What process is this? There's a pounce from Team 2, is it? All right. I just need one word in the answer. Okay, all right. We've seen Team 2's guess, Team 5.
Regeneration.
Regeneration. I need a better word.
Biogenesis.
Biogenesis. Passes. Team 6. It's not biogenesis.
Cell division.
Give me one specific word. It's a biological process of the cell cycle. I need one specific word. If you give me descriptions like cell division, I'm not going to give you points.
Mitosis.
Mitosis. That's all I wanted. It's mitosis or cell division or mitosis, right? So mitosis means that, your cells divide and immediately regenerate, and they would have to happen at a really fast pace if Wolverine had to survive. That's a good 10 points to team number 6. Unfortunately, we'll have to give -5 to team number 2 who went with platelets and platelet count. So -5 to team 2. But please applaud them. I mean, they're a young team and the fact that they went for it is amazing. And +10 to team 6. Reset the buzzer. That's done. Team 6, it's your turn now.
We would like to choose 4.
You want to choose number 4? For most of history, dyes were derived from natural materials like plants, minerals, and invertebrates. However, this changed in 1856 when a gentleman called William Henry Perkin ran an experiment to synthesize quinine from aniline, but instead ended up producing a dark, viscous purple, which became the world's first synthetic dye. It is called Movine, the world's first synthetic dye. A couple of years after its discovery, the dye ignited the world's first fashion craze. Like you have fashion crazes today, it ignited the world's first fashion craze for a synthetic color owing to its use in a grandiose event. What occasion was this dye used for? Your answer needs to have a person's name in it. As one additional clue, since nobody has pounced, William Henry Perkin was an Englishman. On what occasion was the dye used, because of which it sparked a fashion craze among the people? No one's pouncing, so... Sorry? Is there a pounce? You can't pounce. As team 2 pouncing, you can't pounce again, team 2. Reset the buzzer. Anybody else? No, right? Team 6, go ahead. What occasion? Give me an answer which contains a person's name. Let's make it quick.
So, was this dye used in the power transfer from the East India Company to the British Crown?
In the power transfer from the East India Company to the British Crown. Nice try. Not that. That kind of thing wouldn't really spark a fashion craze. Team 7. Gurugram.
Pause.
Okay. Team 8. Calicut, Malappuram. Please make a guess.
This is related to Queen Victoria, and I guess it's regarding their wedding and the coronation ceremony.
Which one? Don't give me multiple answers. Just say the first thing you said and stop somewhere so that I can move on.
Yeah.
It is related to Queen Victoria. What about Queen Victoria? And what occasion was it used?
Queen Victoria coronation.
Passes to team 1.
Marriage of Queen Victoria.
The marriage of Queen Victoria. That's all I needed. It was the dye for Queen, soon to be Queen. She was not yet Queen. She was Princess Victoria or Prince Royal Victoria. Her wedding dress. That is correct. But I'll be nice. I'll give you 5 points since you got to the context of Queen Victoria. So we'll give 5 points to team 8. But the full 10 points to team 1, Navy Children's Home, Mumbai. Clearly the most popular team around today. Team 7, Gurugram, please pick.
8.
Question number 8 for you. Very interesting question. The German word varan is derived from an Arabic word, also varan, meaning beast. Carl Linnaeus, the scientist who gave us most of modern taxonomy, the classification of plants and animals, assumed that this word is cognate with the English word wan. So he mistook this word. He saw the word varan, which actually means beast, but he thought it means wan. So he Latinized it and gave a carnivorous reptile its 2-word common name. The first word in the name of this reptile is rather misleading because of this confusion that Carl Linnaeus had. This first word is something familiar to all of us as a position held by a student in a classroom. Team 5 have pounced. All right. That's good. I had to walk minimal. Team 7.
Monitor lizard.
Monitor lizard. So the position in the classroom is the monitor. So monitor lizard. The monitor lizard doesn't really monitor anything. Linnaeus thought it was warning people. He called it the monitor lizard. Absolutely right. The monitor lizard. This is the story behind the rather mistaken naming of the monitor lizard. So the monitor lizard does raise its head and look out and so on. So often people think that it's acting as a warning signal of sorts. But that's not really true. It's the monitor lizard. That's 10 points to team 7 and a good 10 points to team 5 as well on the pounce. 5 and 7 get 10 points. Last question of the round goes to GMHSS Calicut. 1, 5, 6. You have 3 options.
5.
5. Here's question 5. In drag racing, reaction time is defined as the time taken for a driver to start after the green light is shown. What nickname is given to this reaction time? Because it's usually around 7,000ths of a second. The nickname is the name of a fictional character. Because this reaction time is usually 7,000ths of a second, it's given a nickname which is the name of a fictional character. Very well-known fictional character. All of you have heard of this fictional character. It's a male fictional character. I'll tell you that as well. Okay, anybody pouncing? Team 7, you're buzzing, right? Yeah. Your buzzer's on. Their buzzer was on before. I noticed them buzzing before. All right. I have seen Team 7's answer. Team 8, what's your guess?
The character would be Flash.
The character would be Flash. That is not correct. I'm sorry. Passes, Team 1. So that is what Team 7 went for on the pounds. So -5 to Team 7. They also went with Flash. Team 1. 7 thousandths of a second. I'll have to pass you, Team 1. Passing you, Team 2. Raipur. Name a fictional character. Come on. You have something?
Sonic.
Sonic. Nice try. Not Sonic. Team 3. Passing you. Team 4.
Is it Quicksilver?
Quicksilver. Nice try again on Quicksilver.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern. Nice try again. Not Quicksilver, not Green Lantern, not Flash, not Sonic.
Jiffy.
Jiffy. No, not Jiffy. And Team 7 pounds. Audience. Anyone? How would you write 7 thousandths of a second if you were to write it in decimals? You would write it as 0.007. So the nickname is James Bond. Yeah, the nickname is James Bond because 7 thousandths of a second is 0.007 of a second. Right? So Quizmaster scores points on that one. Nobody gets it. That's the end of Anchors Away. Our first round is done. Can we take a look at the scores at this early stage, please? Second round, let me quickly tell you what that's about while we pull up the scores. The second round is called Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. It's the G20 round. You have 21 options on the screen. Why do we have 21 options? Yeah, there are G20. Okay, let's take a look at the scores. Early days, but GD Goenka Public School, Siliguri, as well as Bhavans Vidya Mandir, Kochi are both at 20 points. We have the Navy Children's School, Mumbai, and Sanjay Godawat International School, Kolhapur are 10 points. We have KPS, DAV Public School, and GMHSS on 5 points, and DPS Bhopal will soon open their account. Let's go straight into round 2. All right, onwards to round 2. Round 2 is our G20 round. This is, of course, the G20THINQ, Bharat's presidency of the G20THINQ that we're celebrating. The round is called Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. The rules work very similar to round 1, except that instead of 10 options, you have 21 options, right? You have the flags of the 20 member countries plus the African Union, which has newly joined the G20. Pick a question, pick a flag. We'll ask you any question from that country. If you think, I'll just warn you that the more well-known countries may have the more difficult questions. They may, right? So take your chance and decide what you want to pick. We continue in clockwise order. There's 1 pound still in the round available for everyone. We continue in clockwise order. Team 1. Let's go to the grid. There we go. 21 flags over there. Beautifully done. Team 1. I hope you know which countries those flags are. Otherwise, it will be difficult to pick.
USA.
You want to go safe and go with the US of A. All right. Here's your US of A question. Simple one. The South Dakota car license plate depicts a monument located in the state along with the line, "Great faces, great places." Which monument is depicted on the South Dakota car license plate? Team 7. All right. Take it away, Team 1. Easy question.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore, absolutely right. Mount Rushmore, the monument with the faces of 4 American presidents chiseled into it. Mount Rushmore, great answer. Team 1, 10 points. Team 7 on the pounds, 10 points. Reset the buzzer. This is going to be a high-scoring round. You can see that the US flag has disappeared now. So, KPS Raipur, what would you like? Buzzer reset. Reset again, please. Yeah.
Russia.
You want Russia, all right. Russia it is. Here's your Russia question. Okay. You'll see a picture. Identify the Russian dance you see in the picture. It's got a one-word name. It's also a name associated with the G20 conference at any point of time. The word or name is specifically associated with G20 hosts. Okay? 8 have bounced. This is your answer? This is your answer, right? Yeah. Right. Let's go team 2. Give me one word. It's also a word that's used in context of hosting countries at any point of time in the G20.
Sherpa.
Sherpa. Nice try, not Sherpa. Team 3. Team 2 guess Sherpa.
Is it the presidential? The presidential.
Not presidential.
Troika.
Why Troika?
Because like there's no permanent membership, like 3 countries, like it is made the
Excellent answer, Team 4. Well done. It is the Troika. So the G20 presidencies at any point of time, you look at the previous presidents, the current and the next one, and that's called the Troika. So Indonesia, India and Brazil are the current Troika. Excellent answer. Round of applause to Team 4. The dance is called the Troika. 10 points to them and -5 unfortunately to Team 8. Kochi, Malappuram, who went with ballet. So Team 8, Calicut get -5 and Team 4, Bhopal off the mark with a good +10. Back to the grid please. And Team 3.
France.
France for Team 3. Simple question on France. This emperor commissioned the construction of a structure in Paris to commemorate his military victories. This structure, in turn, inspired the design of an Indian structure. Name both structures. 5 have bounced. All right. Team 3, take it away.
So the emperor is...
Who's the emperor?
Napoleon Bonaparte.
All right.
And he initiated construction of Arc de Triomphe in France.
Arc de Triomphe
which inspired the India Gate.
Which inspired the India Gate. Absolutely right. Nothing to add. And India Gate is where we'll be going on the 23rd for our grand international finale of ThinkQ. We're going to be right there at India Gate, and one of you is going to represent Team Bharat over there. But that's Napoleon, the Arc de Triomphe, and India Gate. There you see the Arc de Triomphe on the Champs-Élysées in Paris. +10 to Team 3 and a good +10 to Team 5 as well on the pounds. Kochi getting it right. So Siliguri and Kochi, 10 points each. Reset the buzzer. All right. Please pick Bhopal. UK. Nobody's picking one of these weird countries so far. Safe bets. US, UK, Russia, France. Here's the UK question. Vault Face is a photography project that features photos facing in the opposite direction from popular monuments, right? So it's not a selfie, but it's where you stand with the monument behind you. It is like taking a picture of the sea with the India Gate, with Gateway of India behind you, right? So you have to tell us which mysterious monument would be behind this photo. Oh, Team 3 have gone for it in a jiffy. Right? Terrible handwriting, Team 3, but so long as your answers are readable, it's fine. Team 4. Let's get a guess.
Buckingham Palace.
Not the Buckingham Palace.
Stonehenge.
The Stonehenge. That is the right answer. It is the Stonehenge. These mysterious set of stones that have been kept there, which till today people are trying to decipher what it means. This is the Stonehenge. Absolutely well cracked by Team Kochi, who are in form today. But neck to neck with them are Team Siliguri, who pounce on this and get it absolutely right. So plus 10 to Team 3, plus 10 to Team 5 once again. Well done. That's 2 questions in a row where both these teams have scored. Team 5, your turn now.
Sir, Italy.
Italy. Okay. Italy for Team 5. Here's your Italy question. The Great Ormond Street Hospital in the UK contacted a Maranello-based entity to help improve the efficiency of its processes. The hospital wanted the expertise of a group that typically performs their duties in under 3 seconds. So Maranello is obviously a city in Italy. Which Italian sporting group did they contact? Be a little specific with your answer. All right, Team 1 have pounced. They seem to be very fond of sports. Lots of sports answers yesterday as well. All right, there's a better word for the first 2 words that you've written. There's a better term. Do you want to give me that? It's okay. Anyway, I'll give it to you. It's fine. Yes, Team 5. What is your answer?
Is it Ferrari, SA?
Ferrari, and be more specific. What in Ferrari?
Racing team, Ferrari.
It says expertise of a group that typically performs their duties in under 3 seconds.
Pit stop workers of the Ferrari team.
Pit crew of Ferrari. That's the right answer. These are the people who rapidly change tires and get the car ready. These are Ferrari pit crews. So a hospital actually took the expertise of the Ferrari pit crew to improve their processes to be able to respond very rapidly in case of emergencies. Plus 10 to Team 5. Excellent pounds by Team 1, Navy Children's Home Mumbai, plus 10. Plus 10 to Mumbai, plus 10 to Kochi. Kolhapur, your turn to pick.
We'll go with Japan.
Japan, all right. Here you go. This product, when partially erased, is meant to resemble which cultural icon in Japan? This product, when partially erased, is meant to represent or resemble which cultural icon in Japan? It's a very interesting product. If you use it for a little bit, it's an eraser, but if you use it for a little bit, it will apparently look like something. What will it look like? No pounces from anyone? No? All right, Team 6, go for it. What cultural icon in Japan will it look like? When I say cultural icon, take it a little loosely. It's an icon of Japan. It's something that the whole world and the Japanese associate with Japan. Be imaginative as well. Think about what it could resemble.
Cherry blossom.
Good try. Not the cherry blossom. DAV Gurugram.
Doraemon.
Not Doraemon. GMHSS Calicut.
This is sushi roll in Naruto.
No. Passes.
Mount Fujiyama.
Mount Fujiyama. Excellent answer, Navy Children's Home. Absolutely right. If you keep using that eraser, it will start resembling apparently Mount Fuji. Mount Fujiyama, regarded as sacred and cultural. Great answer, Team 1. I think that deserves a better round of applause. 10 points to you. Very well worked out. Back to the grid. DAV Gurugram.
South Africa.
South Africa for you. 2-part question coming up on South Africa. Graça Machel is an advocate for women's rights. She features in trivia lists for being the first lady of 2 countries. She was married to Samora Machel, the president of her homeland. After Samora's death, she married someone else very famous. Who did she marry? And which was her homeland? It's a neighboring country to South Africa. And as a clue, it has a very interesting flag. It has a very interesting flag. That country has a very interesting flag. Team 2 have pounced. Have you? You haven't pounced in the round so far? No. I need 2 answers from you. All right. Yes, go ahead, Team 7.
So she married Nelson Mandela and
She married Nelson Mandela, so she became the first lady of South Africa, and she was already the first lady of
Mozambique.
Absolutely right. Lovely answer. She married Nelson Mandela, became the first lady of South Africa. She was earlier married to Samora Machel and became was the first lady of Mozambique. And the flag is unique because
It has an AK-47 rifle.
it has an AK-47 rifle on the flag. Absolutely right. Plus 10 to Team 7. Excellent pounds from our young team, Krishna Public School, Raipur on Team 2. Get it absolutely right. Team 2 plus 10, Team 7 plus 10. Last question of this round. Teammates. Malappuram.
Brazil.
I knew you were going to pick either Argentina or Brazil, given that you're from a football crazy state. Okay, Brazil for you. Right. Very simple question. Which individual who took up an important G20 position in 2023 is being portrayed in this film? You can see him you can see that character in the center of your screen. Just name that person. Nobody's pouncing. I think everybody's out of pounces possibly. Okay. Teammates, go for it.
Lula de Silva.
Lula de Silva. That's all we wanted. What important position is he taking up?
He's the next. Brazil is the next host, so he took out the presidency. Of
Absolutely right. Brazil is the next host of the G20 presidency, and this is Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, earlier president, come back now as president of Brazil, and that's a movie about him. That's the end of 2 rounds, ladies and gentlemen. We are done with 1/3 of the quiz. I'll come back to you with the scores, but for now it's time for me to hand it back to our wonderful hosts. Please give a round of applause and welcome back Abbas and Shraddha to the stage.
Thank you, Venki. Those were such electrifying rounds. And I'm sure you all would agree with me that these teams have trained really hard.
And it's time we witness yet another feat that requires immense training and dedication. The tattoo ceremony. Well, well, well. What an amazing display of synergy and coordination. This surely has lit up the atmosphere for the next set of rounds. Over to you, Venki.
Yeah, I'll handle it. Right, thank you. Thank you, Abbas. I've been told by multiple people that we're running very late. So let's get on with it. Let's take a look at the scores at the end of round 2 at this point of time. With teams fighting here to be crowned national champions and represent us as Team Bharat. All right, Bhavans Vidya Mandir Kochi have their noses slightly ahead on team number 5 with 50 points. But in second place, a great battle going on. Navy Children's School Mumbai on 40. GD Goenka Public School Siliguri on 40. We have DAV Public School Gurugram on 25 and the other teams on 15 and 10. Round of applause for all our teams as we go ahead with this quiz. Let's go to the third round. In the third round, we're going through uncharted waters, which means new territory. You will have to use your skills to navigate these. This is what we call a wipe the grid round. You're going to get a bunch of numbers again. It will go to a grid. We're going to play this anti-clockwise. It's a timed 75 seconds grid. You'll have a set of images and answers there, of which 6 are correct and 4 are wrong. Every correct one you pick gets you 3 points. If you pick 4 correct ones and then the 5th pick you make is wrong, you get knocked out of that round. So you make 0. If you pick 3 correct answers and say, I want to stop, this is enough for me, you can take 3 into 3, 9 points and go. If you get all 6 correct, 3 into 6, 18, we'll give you a bonus 2 points, you get 20 points. Understood? Okay, we'll show you a sample. What is important is you can quit at any point even after choosing just one answer. Okay? This is how it will look. Here's a sample. Yeah, 75 seconds and you have to name the asanas in the Surya Namaskara. Right? So let's just get some guesses from anybody. Anyone just put on the mic, yeah, give a guess.
Shavasana.
Shavasana. Let's click on Shavasana. See, Shavasana is incorrect. Right? So you straight away, you're out. But let's say you were picking one of the others. Let's say you pick Bhujangasana. That will light up like this to show you that you're correct. Right? 3 points for every correct answer. The moment you get a wrong answer, the points you've banked become 0. Understood? Clear? 6 are correct, 4 are wrong. Let's quickly click all of the ones to show them that 6 are correct and 4 are wrong. So, Pranamasana, Chaturanga Dandasana, Bhujangasana, Tadasana, all of these are right. And Padmasana, Naukasana, Mayurasana and Shavasana are wrong. Got it? Right. All right. Let's go back to the grid. Topics could be literally anything and sometimes you could be lucky, it could be a little easy. Sometimes it may be slightly tougher. Right? No buzzer, nothing. It's just one direct to each team, so you can just chill. And it's timed only 75 seconds maximum. Team 8, we start with you. GMHS's Calicut.
5.
Number 5. Your 75 seconds of time to identify the moderates of the Indian freedom struggle. Start telling us names and we'll start clicking them one by one. One by one, please. We have a timer on the screen. We'll be very strict and stop when it's 0. So they're going with the strategy of first getting their thoughts in place, writing down all the answers, and then they're going to say it. That's also fine.
Gopal Krishna Gokhale.
Gopal Krishna Gokhale, is that correct? Yes.
Dadabhai Nauroji.
Dadabhai Nauroji, the grand old man of India, is correct. You have 29 seconds.
Madan Mohan Malviya.
Madan Mohan Malviya, Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya, correct. You got 9 points. Remember, you can stop at any time. You have 10 seconds remaining.
Surendranath Banerjee.
Surendranath Banerjee is correct. 12 points to you. And your time is...
AO Hume.
A.O. Hume, just in the nick of time, is correct. 15 points to Team 8. Well done. And the one remaining pick, if you had to pick, would have been?
Aurobindo Ghosh.
Aurobindo Ghosh. Be thankful you didn't pick that. That would have been wrong. It's M.G. Ranade. Right? Because Subhash Chandra Bose, Chandrasekhar Azad, Bhagat Singh and Aurobindo Ghosh are all obviously the more revolutionary side of the freedom struggle. Right. So 15 points to Team 8. That's how it goes. Team 7.
8.
8. People who have been defense ministers of India. We are here at a G20THINQ Navy quiz. People who have been defense ministers of India. Take your time, collect your thoughts, but start giving us guesses because you saw that the previous team almost ran out of time.
Right ones. Baldev Singh.
Baldev Singh, Thakur Baldev Singh, India's first defense minister.
Nirmala Sitharaman.
Ma'am Nirmala Sitharaman.
George Fernandes.
George Fernandes.
Jagjeevan Ram.
Jagjeevan Ram. That's some very confident answering.
Yashwant Rao Chavan.
Yashwant Rao Chavan. And
R.
are you making a last
Venkataraman.
pick?
R. Venkataraman.
That is a full house. Absolutely correct and smashed in 60 seconds. Absolutely perfect. You have your history absolutely bang on. These were the 6 of people who were defense ministers of India. Full 20 points to Team 7. Team 6.
Number 6.
Number 6. Team 6. Choose number 6. Countries that have hosted the G20 summit. Which are the countries who have hosted the G20 summit? I think you should start answering now. At least get the easy guesses in.
China.
China. Correct?
South Africa.
South Africa. Oops. Sorry, that is incorrect. Not South Africa. Sorry about that. Team 6, you don't get any points. We'll quickly look at the answers. Spain is again a guest invitee, so no. Spain is not correct either. Turkey, China, South Korea. We have Colombia, Argentina. Yeah, Mexico, Italy and Argentina. Colombia, Norway, South Africa and Spain haven't hosted it. Tough luck. Back to the grid. No points to Team 6. No negatives though, but no points. Team 5.
1.
1. Question number 1 for you. Maharatna companies of India. Maharatna companies are companies that have to fulfill a certain financial criteria on net profits exceeding 5,000 crores, turnover and net worth exceeding certain numbers. There are currently 13 Maharatna companies in India. 6 of them are here. Which are the 6? Again, my recommendation would be get some easy guesses in because time's ticking and you'll be left with very little time in the end.
Indian Oil.
Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for them because they're also one of our partners and sponsors today. Indian Oil.
BSNL.
BSNL, Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited is incorrect. I'm sorry, Team Kochi. It's not BSNL. It's some of the bigger names there you should have gone for. SAIL, NTPC, all behemoths in their field. And very interestingly, the Rural Electrification Corporation Limited, which became a Maharatna only in 2023. Right. So no points to Team 5 either. This round might change things. Team 4.
7.
7. Simple one for you. Sports or disciplines in which India has won a medal of any kind at the Summer Olympics. Team 1 must be thinking, why didn't we get this? Given that they are the sports fans. And it'll be nice if you also tell us a sportsperson's name along with your answer. That's okay. Give me the answer right now.
Weightlifting.
Weightlifting. And who do you think won in weightlifting? Mirabai Chanu. Yes.
Badminton.
Badminton.
Saina Nehwal.
Saina Nehwal and PV Sindhu.
Wrestling.
Wrestling. Multiple medalists. Sushil Kumar, the only one to win twice.
Shooting.
Shooting. Abhinav Bindra, our first gold. That's 4 done. 15 seconds remain.
Tennis.
Tennis. Our first medal after a very long time was won by Leander Pace at 1996 Atlanta. Be very careful with your last pick. You have 15 points back.
We'll quit.
You'll quit. Anyway, your time is up. 15 points to team 4. Good strategy there. And if you had to pick, you would have picked
Boxing.
Mary Kom and boxing. That is correct. Vijender Singh, Mary Kom and boxing. Long jump, TT, gymnastics, swimming all hold good prospects, but we haven't won a medal yet. Right? GD Goenka?
9.
9. All right. You seem to be fond of that number. You picked it last time as well. Indian-born Grammy Award recipients. Indian-born, not just Indian necessarily. Go for it, guys.
A.R. Rahman.
A.R. Rahman. Go. Correct.
Ricky Cage.
Ricky Cage from Bangalore. That's correct.
M.S. Subbulakshmi.
M.S. Subbulakshmi. Incorrect. I'm sorry. M.S. Subbulakshmi has won many awards in her lifetime, but she's never won a Grammy Award. You could have gone with the slightly more obvious guesses. Zubin Mehta, the virtuoso violin conductor, is actually born in Mumbai. There's Pandit Ravi Shankar, of course, who's won. Zakir Hussain as well. And Tanvi Shah, who is from Bangalore and won for, I think from Bangalore and won for Jai Ho. Tough luck, no points to you either, but that kind of counterbalances. Team 5 and Team 3, both the leading teams didn't get points. Team 2.
2.
Team 2 pick 2. Works of William Shakespeare for you, Team 2.
Macbeth.
Macbeth. Let's get the easy one out of the way.
Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet.
Richard III.
Richard III. That's absolutely right. That was a tough one. Well done. Richard III. Last 12 seconds. You have 9 points in the bank.
We would like to quit.
You'd like to quit? Okay, 9 points to Team 2. Clever strategy again. Well done. If you had to pick 3 more quickly, what would you pick?
Henry V.
Henry V? Yes, that would have been right. And 2 more?
King John.
King John would have been right as well. And the last one?
Tamburlaine.
Not Tamburlaine. It's King Lear, which was among the more popular of the plays. The other 4 plays, The Jew of Malta, Dr. Faustus, Edward II, and Tamburlaine are all written by Christopher Marlowe. Right. Last but not the least, you have 2 options, Team 1.
3.
3. Paintings of Vincent van Gogh, the Dutch painter.
Sunflowers.
Sunflowers, yes, it's popular painting, well known.
Potato eaters.
Potato eaters, good answer, that's another well-known painting of his.
Almond blossoms.
Almond blossoms, correct. That's 3 done. And you have 30 seconds remaining. Play carefully. 20 seconds. Last 10 seconds.
We'd like to quit.
You will quit? Sure. 9 points to team 1. Well played. Good strategy. They knew that the teams they were very close with had both not scored points. So that gives you a good heads up. But if you want to pick 3 more quickly.
Irises.
Irises. Yes.
Wheat field with crows.
A wheat field with crows. Yes. And?
Japanese footbridge.
Japanese footbridge is incorrect, unfortunately. That's by Claude Monet. All the other paintings are by Claude Monet as well. San Giorgio, the church and poppies and so on. They're all by Claude Monet. Whereas the other 4, the church at Davos would have been ovals, would have been your other Van Gogh painting. Right, that's the end of round number 3, uncharted waters. These teams really went into uncharted waters and did really well. We'll take a look at the scores later. We'll move straight on to round 4. Round 4 is called Crow's Nest. And the Crow's Nest, as some of you might know, is a bridge or the highest point on a ship from where you look out to figure out what's coming up ahead of you. Right? And that's the same principle for this round. We'll give you a question and there'll be 4 images. They'll appear one at a time. You have to guess what will come 5th in the sequence. Now, you may have many valid sequences after you see the first image, but only the sequence that we've put there will fit, right? So, kind of don't be in too much of a rush. It's on the buzzer. There are 6 questions. If you get it after the first image, 20 points, 15, 10 and 5 and -5 for wrong guesses at any stage. The same team can keep going for it if you want to. There's no restrictions. 6 questions. You can, in one question, you can buzz only once, and then I will immediately, in any case, move on to the next clue, right? But the same team, if you want, you can buzz on the next clue as well. That's up to you. Okay? We'll show you a sample again. What word would come 5th in this sequence? Punjab. Anybody want to try now? Take the mic, it's just a sample. Just make a guess.
Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha.
So what would come 5th?
Dravid.
Dravida. Okay, they're saying Dravida. Let's see the sequence. Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha and Dravida would be the 5th one. Absolutely right. So if you had said it after the first one, you would have gotten yourself a good 20 points. Okay? But at the same time, it could have been any other sequence as well. You don't know. You were going for it. So the questions are from all 6 questions from 6 different spheres, topics that we've covered. First one is from the, let's go. First one from the world of entertainment. What would come 5th? World of Indian entertainment. Okay. On the mic, Team 7. I want to know what comes 5th.
Tiger 3.
Why?
This is एक था tiger, tiger जिंदा है, war,
tiger, एक था tiger, tiger जिंदा है, then came war, Pathan, and then Tiger 3, that's the Yashraj spy universe.
Lovely answering. That's 20 points to you. That's amazing. It's not Tiger Zinda Hai and so on, just Tiger and Tiger 2, the first 2 films, and which had sublines like that, and then War and Pathan. Perfectly right. Round of applause. Great answer, Team 7. Tiger 3. Okay. Buzzer resets. All right. Question number 2. What building in Asia? Be very careful with this. Be very careful. It's not the obvious answer that you think it is. Okay? What building in Asia comes next? The Chrysler building. I'm going to give 10 seconds, and if I don't see a buzz, I'll move it on. Let's move to the second visual, the Empire State Building. So we're going in some order, obviously. Third visual, World Trade Center in New York. If nobody has buzzed till the last visual comes, I'll allow 2 buzzes on the last visual alone, assuming that the first buzz gets it wrong. Okay? And the last visual, for +5, -5, the Sears or the Will Star in Chicago. Team 1.
Burj Khalifa.
That was the obvious wrong answer. I'm sorry, that's -5 to Team 1. Buzzer reset. Anybody else wants to go? Team 7?
Taj Mahal Palace. Taj Mahal Palace.
Taj Mahal Palace. That's -5 to Team 7 as well. Not the Taj Mahal Palace. This is just a list of the tallest buildings in the world at various points of time.
Tokyo Tower?
What tower?
Tokyo Tower?
Not the Tokyo Tower. Taipei 101 comes after this in the sequence. The Petronas Twin Towers in KL. Yeah, they were the tallest building in the world for some time. Then it was Taipei 101 and then Burj Khalifa. Incidentally, all of them are in Asia. That's why I said be careful, don't go for the obvious wrong answer. -5s to both teams 1 and team 7. Third question. Which politician comes next in the sequence? First one, Shri Madan Lal Khurana. Yes?
Arvind Kejriwal.
And why?
Delhi CMs.
And what would the order be?
Madan Lal Khurana. The fourth one would be Sheila Dikshit. The fifth one there has to be Sushma Swaraj in the middle. And there has to be Sheila Dikshit. Madan Lal Khurana was the first Chief Minister of Delhi from BJP. Then there's Sushma Swaraj. I don't know the third one. There's Sheila Dikshit and then Kejriwal.
Amazing answering. Absolutely right. Sahib Singh Verma ji, Ma'am Sushma Swaraj, Ma'am Sheila Dikshit, and therefore the answer is Arvind Kejriwal. Delhi Chief Ministers in chronological order, smashed by the team from Delhi NCR appropriately. So that's a good 10 points. That's a good 20 points to you again. 20 points to Team 7. Next question, open to everyone. Which cricketer comes next? 1996, you're seeing some person there. Anyone trying? Oh, Team 7 have gone for it again. Team 7? Answer please. You can't.
Yuvraj Singh.
Incorrect, -5 to Team 7. Reset the buzzer. Reset the buzzer, please. Buzzer reset, please. All right. Next. Yes.
Ricky Ponting.
Incorrect. -5 to Team 4. Reset the buzzer. Third visual. That's Ricky Ponting. Yes, Team 8.
MS Dhoni.
Why?
Captains of World Cup.
I'll give it to you. It is MS Dhoni, but why?
Oh, the man of the match of the finals.
Man of the match in the?
Finals of the...
In the finals of the World Cup. That's correct. Arvinder De Silva in 96, Shane Warne in 99, Ricky Ponting in 2003, Adam Gilchrist in 2007, and of course Mahendra Singh Dhoni at the Wankhede Stadium in 2011. And let's hope we are able to add Virat Kohli's name to it tomorrow. Right. So that's, you got it on the third clue, so that's 10 points to Team 8. 10 points to Team 8. Next question. What comes next in the sequence? It's a science question. Okay, Team 3 have gone for it.
Boron.
When we set this question, we absolutely predicted that somebody will see this and say that boron is the answer, which it is not, unfortunately. -5 to Team 3. Reset the buzzer. Second one is boron. All right. Third one. C. There's a little trick we've done over here, so you need to figure that out. There's a reason we've put H, B, C over there. And nobody going for it, so I'll go to the fourth one, which is N.
what would come next? Yes, team 6.
Oxygen,
And so that would be?
because of they are all non-metals.
Oxygen, and so what letter would you put against that?
O,
And why do you think what are these elements?
non-metals.
No, what are the names of these elements?
Hydrogen, boron, carbon, nitrogen.
And why have we put HBCN there?
Because I guess their
That's
symbols
the
are
chemical symbol, and these are single letter chemical symbols.
In order, oxygen is the next one. Absolutely right. That was the little trick over there. We were not going to put hydrogen and ask for element number 5, obviously. So tough luck, team 3, -5 to you, but +5 to team 6. Last question of this round. Which word would come next? This device from Amazon.
It's a small device. Next.
This dance form. It's a dance form with an animal's name in it.
Okay, nobody going for it?
Next, this sport. So the name of the device, as an additional clue, the name of the device is also the name of a goddess from Greek mythology.
The dance form,
which has an animal's name in it.
and this sport, which I don't need to give you clues for.
No one going for it,
So I'll ask the last clue.
Last clue, please. This type of establishment, a very good example of which is right opposite where we are right now. So if you have figured out 4 words, what would be the 5th word? No one trying this? Come on, someone go for it. No one going for it. Let's ask the audience. India, why India? Why India? Okay, I'm hearing some answers. What's the device? Not Alexa. Echo.
Echo.
The dance form is foxtrot. The sport is golf. And the type of establishment is a
Hotel.
hotel. In the NATO phonetic alphabet, this is E, F, G and H, and I is our very own India. Right? Alpha, Beta, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel and India. That brings us to the end of 4 rounds of riveting quizzing in the national final of G20THINQ. It's time to hand it back to our lovely hosts, Abbas and Shraddha.
Thank you, Venki. What a cracker of a contest it has been so far. I'm sure you're all enjoying as much as we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of our chief guest, the Honorable Governor of Maharashtra, Shri Ramesh Bais. I request you to kindly rise at the arrival of the chief guest.
I would also request all of you to kindly keep your mobile phones on silent mode.
Ladies and gentlemen, kindly rise for the arrival of our chief guest for the evening, the Honorable Governor of Maharashtra, Shri Ramesh Bais. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Chief of the Naval Staff and President NAVA, I, Lieutenant Abbas Zahir Naqvi, welcome you all once again to this delightful event. आज के हमारे मुख्य अतिथि महाराष्ट्र के माननीय राज्यपाल श्री रमेश बैस के हम सब तहे दिल से स्वागत करते हैं। देवियों और सज्जनों, माननीय राज्यपाल ने हमेशा से ही अपना समय सार्वजनिक सेवा और सामाजिक कार्यों के लिए समर्पित किया है। आज हम सब आपके बहुमूल्य समय के लिए धन्यवाद करते हैं।
We are truly privileged to have such an eminent personality amongst us on this beautiful journey of the grand second edition of the G20THINQ in an even more grand and global avatar.
Following the grand success of last year's THINQ, this year saw a total of 11,741 schools registering. These schools participated in 4 rounds of online eliminations, which included a nail-biting quarterfinal, wherein 40 teams made it to the tiebreaker event. Yesterday, we witnessed 2 exciting rounds of semi-finals at the NCPA, where 16 schools participated. That culminated in these 8 teams making it to the grand finale.
What a journey this has been. It's like how our notable freedom fighter Lokmanya Tilak said, "Mahan goshtya सहज मिळत नाहीत आणि सहज मिळणारे गोष्टी महान नसतात." Meaning, great things take mountainous efforts. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we see firsthand the great efforts made by these 8 teams as they paved their way to this great national stage.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and this grand event, the G20THINQ, was set in motion by the Navy Welfare and Wellness Association, the NAVA. True to its motto, anchoring lives, NAVA is dedicated to empowering naval families and contributing to the stability and well-being of the naval community.
The Navy Welfare and Wellness Association has also been the driving force behind numerous initiatives like signing MOUs with premier educational institutions and conducting outreach programs to generate awareness about the Indian Navy. Chetna, the Early Intervention Center, is a shining example of such an initiative.
While the NAVA takes care of the family back home, the men and women in white of the Indian Navy take on the daunting task of securing India's maritime borders. The Indian Navy is not only the sword that strikes during combat operations, but also the caring hand that helps during calamities. और आज मैं गर्व के साथ कह सकता हूं कि हम भारतीय नौसैनिक हर दम हर चुनौती का सामना करने के लिए तैयार हैं।
सागर के देव को वरुण को नमन। शम्भो वरुणः शम्भो वरुणः। हरदम तैयार है, बिल्कुल तैयार है, हरदम तैयार है, बिल्कुल तैयार है, जी जान से तैयार है। इसीलिए तो हम लहरों के पहरेदार हैं। जय भारती, जय भारती। हम हैं नौसेना, हम हैं भारत के सारथी। जय भारती, जय भारती। हम हैं नौसेना, हम हैं भारत के सारथी। है उस मिट्टी के बने हुए जिस पर देश प्रेम का ठप्पा है, तभी गर्व से देखो बोल रहा सागर का चप्पा चप्पा है। दुश्मन के लिए हम वार हैं, का काम नहीं, ये शेर दिलों की टोली है। जहां अटल इरादे हैं और बुलंद वो बोली है, आत्मनिर्भर भारत का हम भी अटूट एक हिस्सा है। सच्चा सच्चा अभिमान है हम गौरव गाथा किस्सा है। अपनी कोशिश है जिद वाली, हम सीना आगे करते हैं, सीना आगे करते हैं। देश की नई उम्मीदों पर रक्षा वाला रंग भरते हैं, रंग भरते हैं, रंग भरते हैं। नए कल की नई हुंकार है, कदम तैयार है, बिल्कुल तैयार है, जी जान से तैयार है, तैयार है। इसीलिए तो हम लहरों के पहरेदार हैं। जय भारती, जय भारती, हम हैं नौसेना, हम हैं भारत के सारथी। जय भारती, भारती, जय भारती, भारती, हम हैं नौसेना, हम हैं भारत के सारथी, सारथी, सारथी।
जी हाँ, हम लहरों के पहरेदार हैं।
What a visual treat that was. And I'm sure the children sitting out here are definitely inspired to join the Indian Navy. Ladies and gentlemen, we saw these sharp minds battle it out in the last 4 rounds of the quiz with great enthusiasm. It is now time to begin the last 2 rounds of this quiz. Over to you, Venki.
Thank you very much, and good evening, sir. Warm welcome to you to the G20THINQ national finale. These 8 teams who are here have gone through 4 rounds of quizzing, sir, and at this point of time, we're going to see where they stand on the scoreboard. We have 2 short rounds remaining, after which we will crown the national champion. There will also be Team Bharat representing the country in the international leg of the G20THINQ next week in Delhi. We have teams from all corners of the country over here, sir. On the stage, we have 8 teams. I'll quickly tell you that they are from Mumbai, from Raipur, from Siliguri, from Bhopal, from Cochin, from Kolhapur, from Gurugram, and from Calicut, Malappuram. And at this point of time, we find that in the lead are team number 7, DAV Public School from Gurugram, with 75 points. Round of applause to them. Bhavans Vidya Mandir from Kochi around 50 points. But very closely trailing them are Navy Children's School from Mumbai on 44 points. And close behind them are GD Goenka Public School from Siliguri on 35 points, as our Government Model Higher Secondary School Calicut on 35 points. And then we have Krishna Public School Raipur, a very young team, sir. A special shout out to them because they are 2 9th standard students in a quiz with mostly 11th and 12th standard students out here. So they're competing with students far older to them and putting up a very good show over here. And DPS Bhopal, a very good team, around 20 points. And Sanjay Gudawat International School from Kolhapur around 15 points. Right, we are on a clock here, teams. So let's get this cracking really fast. We go into round 5. Round 5 is called Changing Tack. It is when a ship changes from port to starboard or the other way around, and that's what we are going to do. We are going to change tack and we're going to go in reverse order right now on round 5. Same rules as before, you're familiar with them, so I won't waste time on them. 1 pound for each team. Can you please reset the buzzer, my friend? Just reset it again, please. I can see Team 7's buzzer is on. Yeah, okay, great. Team 8, please pick a number.
5.
Number 5. Here's your question. We're going to play you 2 songs. Which person, beloved of God being a clue, connects these two songs? an audio and a video. And let's play the video. Right, so you heard one audio, one video. What we want is a person's name as a connection. Team 7 have gone for a buzz on this. Quickly, Team 7. All right, I've seen your answer. Team 8, please make a guess and explain to us who connects. Very famous, very well-known and very revered person.
Ustad Bismillah Khan.
Bismillah Khan, not Ustad Bismillah Khan. Passes to Team 6.
Pass.
Passing. SGIS have passed. Bhavan's passing. DPS Bhopal.
Nizamuddin Aulia.
Why Nizamuddin Aulia?
It's just like Kun Faya Kun is like the Qawwali was like made famous.
The
by
first
him.
song you heard was, you're thinking some kind of tribute to him?
Yeah.
And the second song, where do you think it was shot?
The Dargah of Delhi.
The Dargah of Nizamuddin Aulia. Excellent answer there. Hazrat Nizamuddin Aulia, the revered saint Hazrat Nizamuddin Aulia. Both Arziyan and Kun Faya Kun are songs dedicated to him, and in addition, Kun Faya Kun from Rockstar is also shot at the Nizamuddin Aulia Dargah. Excellent answer, DPS Bhopal. 10 points to you, but a fantastic pounce from Team 7, who also get themselves 10 points. Reset the buzzer. Just reset again, please. Yeah. Team 7, it's your turn now.
8.
Number 8 for you. Although several others have described this phenomenon earlier, its discovery is attributed to a botanist who in 1827 was studying pollen grains of the flowering plant Clarkia puschella suspended in water under a microscope and observed minute particles ejected by the pollen grains executing a jittery movement. We'll show you a short video. Who is the scientist, or what is this phenomenon known as? Let's play the video, and in the meanwhile, I can see that Team 6 have bounced. Let's play the video,
Nearly
please.
200 years ago, it was this dust which first gave us clues about how particles behave in a liquid. In the 1820s, the botanist was carrying out a study of pollen grains. He decided to crush the pollen and suspend the grains in water. But to his annoyance, the pollen continually jittered around. Today, we can best see this effect by looking at tiny carbon particles instead.
Yeah, I think that's good enough.
A drop of carbon powder.
Yeah. So he actually studied plants and discovered something that's become very fundamental in terms of movement of minute particles in liquids and so on. What is the person's name, or what is the two-word name of the phenomenon?
Robert Brown.
And the
Brownian motion.
Brownian motion. Excellent. Robert Brown and Brownian motion. Absolutely right. This is how a botanist contributed to one of the most important principles of science. Robert Brown and Brownian motion. 10 points to Team 7. Excellent pounce by SGIS Kolhapur on Team 6. They also get 10 points. Yeah, please encourage them with a round of applause. Buzzers have been reset. And Team 6, SGIS, please pick.
Number 4.
Number 4. This is a sculpture that's meant to represent a historical 12-second journey that from the early 1900s, I'll tell you that as well, that is believed to have covered just about 120 feet. What historic journey, and you can tell us who are the people involved in the historic journey, the subject of this sculpture. What is its apt 7-letter title? It's a kind of structure that you can find in many big cities across the world. Metro cities and even otherwise. Let's see the sculpture. Next slide, please, for the bigger image. Yeah. That's the sculpture. To whose journey is it paying tribute to? What is the one-word, seven-letter name of the sculpture? It's a kind of structure you will find in many big cities across the world. Team 3 have taken a shot. Right, let's go team 6. Which historic journey is this?
We think the journey is of the Wright brothers.
What did the Wright brothers do?
They had
The first man-made aeroplane.
The first manned aeroplane flight by the Wright brothers. That gets you 5 points.
and
what is the sculpture?
the structure is the flyover.
Flyover, very good, absolutely right. So it's aptly called the flyover because it commemorates the first flight, the first manned aeroplane flight, like they beautifully explained, by the Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur Wright, in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina in the US. And this is called flyover. Very nice, well worked out. Good, 10 points to team 6. And an excellent bounce from team 3 who get themselves 10 points. So team 3, team 6, 10 points. Team 5.
Question number 3.
Number 3? Number 3 for Bhavan's Kochi. The weapon shown in insignia goes by a name that is possibly a shortened version of the name of a mythological figure. The person was said to have wielded this weapon and was integral to creating a 570-kilometer stretch in India. This is the insignia of which stealth frigate of the Indian Navy, and what is this 570-kilometer stretch that he created? So if you get the name of this insignia, an alternate name is the shortened version of the name of a mythological figure who is believed to have created a 570-kilometer stretch in India by using this weapon. Look at the weapon. There's a bigger image on the next slide. Oh, team 1 have hit the buzzer. Yes, team 1. I need 2 answers from you. That's the first part. Second part, what are you writing? I just need the name of a specific stretch of an Indian, something specific in India. One contiguous 570 kilometers stretch. No, not like that. I need a proper noun in the answer. I need a name in the answer. So don't say things like, quickly please. What did he create by wielding this weapon? Okay, I got your answer. Kochi, your guess.
Sir, the 570-kilometer stretch is Kerala.
The 570-kilometer stretch is Kerala. Again, it's just fortuitous how questions land up with teams like this. The team from Kerala answering Kerala. 5 points. Who's the person who created this stretch?
Parashurama.
But what is the stealth frigate?
INS Parachute.
Okay, I'll pass you on that. I'm looking for a more specific, a better answer. Pass.
Param?
Sorry?
Param?
Not Param.
This is, so the insignia, like Parshuram used this weapon, and the 570-kilometer stretch is the Ram Setu?
No, that is Kerala. That is correct. I've already given them the points. The second part has been answered. The 570-kilometer stretch is indeed Kerala. Okay. What is the stealth frigate called?
Parachute.
I'm going to pass you, teammate. Passing.
Paras.
Huh?
Paras.
No.
Tabar.
Excellent answer there. That's Tabar. Right, INS Tabar. Parashu is also a name used to refer to the weapon Tabar. And Parashurama and the battle axe, Tabar, that's what it means. And he threw the axe and created the stretch that is the beautiful state of Kerala. That is the belief. +5 to team 7, +5 to team 5. Unfortunately, -5 to team 1, who couldn't quite get the second part. -5 to 1, +5 to 5 and 7. GPS Bhopal, what would you like to pick? Let's go back to the grid, please.
6.
Number 6 for you. The Noop is a shallow cone-shaped object made from locally available resources, traditionally from a type of bamboo called sloe. The palm leaves are first dried and shaped into the desired size and pattern by flattening under heavy objects. What are these objects used for in a particular part of India? I'll further go on to tell you that it is a couple of specific locations in northeast India. It's a couple of specific locations in northeast India. What is it used for? Team 2 have hit the buzzer. Yeah, here. For what? Or where? Why do they use it? All right. Team 2 have given me an answer. It's time now to ask Team 4 DPS Bhopal for an answer. Passing.
So these are used as trash cans in Meghalaya.
They are used as what?
Dustbins.
Dustbins in
Meghalaya.
Passes to Team 1.
These are used for tea leaf collection in Assam.
Tea leaf collection in Assam. Team 8.
Used as umbrellas.
In where? Can you give me a location?
Mainly in Cherrapunji and Mount.
Give it to you. Absolutely right. Cherrapunji and Mawson Ram, where it keeps raining very, very heavily, among the rainiest places on earth. This is a very natural umbrella of sorts. Rain shields or umbrella. Excellent answer. I think that deserves a round of applause. Team 8, GMHSS Calicut, great answer there. That gets you a good 10 points. Unfortunately, -5 to Team 2. Team 2, KPS Raipur, get a -5. Back to the grid. Yes.
6.
Number 6 for Siliguri.
Oh,
6 has been picked.
Okay,
Sorry.
9.
9. Oh, of course. 9. That's 3 times in a row that he's picked number 9. These items come in 2 types. One's called lungta, which is square or rectangular shape and connected along the top edges via a long string. Another one is called darchor, large single rectangles attached along the vertical edge. They come in sets of 5, one each of 5 colors to represent the 5 elements, and are arranged from left to right in a specific order: blue, white, red, green, and yellow. What items? Originally seen in some very specific Indian locations, but these days seen much more commonly in many places across India, but it was originally seen in some specific locations. One such location, for example, is near Coorg in Karnataka. I'm giving a very neutral clue because there is no team from here. Have you buzzed? Yeah. Okay. Right, go for it. You look quite pleased with yourself.
These are Buddhist flags with Om Mani Padme Hum written on it, and these are found in places where Buddhism is followed, so Ladakh, northern Sikkim.
Typically, how else, with what other country or region's name would you describe these flags?
Tibet.
Absolutely right. Perfect answer there. Well done. These are Tibetan or Buddhist prayer flags that you'll find in places where His Holiness the Dalai Lama and his followers have settled down. The example I was giving you was Bailakuppe, which is near Coorg in Karnataka. Great answer. 10 points to Team 3. And excellent pounds from GMHSS Calicut. They get 10 points as well. So 10 points to Team 8. Let me tell you that Team GMHSS Calicut yesterday had a very slow start but came back to win their semi-final. So don't write them off yet. KPS Raipur.
10.
10. Right? Here's your question. Ted Nash is a jazz musician who was awarded the 2017 Grammy Award for Best Instrumental Composition for a piece inspired by a recording he had heard, an audio recording that he had heard. He was moved by the intensity of the expression that marked the historic occasion. He wrote an entire suite of musical pieces around similar works. Here is an excerpt from one of them. Just tell us what audio recording did he hear that inspired his composition.
When we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends and when the soul of a nation long suppressed finds utterance. The appointed day has come, the day appointed by...
You haven't buzzed so far in this round? Team 5? Okay, Team 5. Can you give me a name, a 3-word answer? All right. Go for it, KPS Raipur. What audio recording did he hear?
India's independence.
What is the audio recording he heard that inspired this composition?
The audio recording. Tryst with Destiny.
Tryst with Destiny. What is Tryst with Destiny?
It is the speech given by Jawaharlal Nehru when India became independent.
I see. Okay, let's see if you're right. Let's play the... What an answer! What an answer, ladies and gentlemen. This is Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's Tryst with Destiny speech on the midnight of India's independence, August 15, 1947. He picked up that speech and was so moved by it. In fact, the last word in the line that he was speaking was destiny, which we cut off. Excellent answer, KPS Raipur. Amazing team. Great answer. +10. Very good pounds from Bhavans Kochi, who also get +10. So +10 to teams 2 and 5. And the last pick for today to Navy Children's School, Mumbai.
7.
7. The tarpa, a large trumpet-like instrument, is played in turns by different village men. Men and women entwine their hands and move in a circle around the tarpa player. The dancers then follow him, turning and moving as he turns, never turning their backs to the central players. Where would we most often see a visual depiction of this? We'll show you a video of the tarpa and whatever is happening there. Yeah, so this is a kind of folk dance from one particular state in India, right? But where would we see this depicted visually? So you have to think of the world of art. Where would you see this depicted visually? Okay, there's a pounce by team 6. Whoa, did you not pounce in this? This was in the previous round, is it? It was in this round, right? Brownian motion? Yeah, sorry, you can't pounce again. Reset the buzzer. Anybody else wants to pounce? Who has pounces remaining? I don't think so. Right, go for it. From the world, think of the world of art and tell us where would you have most commonly seen a visual depiction of this? This whole tarpa player and the various people entwined dancing around him that you saw. I'm afraid I have to pass you. Do you have a guess?
Could we know if it's a word or 2 words?
Sorry?
Could we know how many words there are?
That's not material at all. That's not important.
Is it the nativity scene of Jesus Christ?
Nativity scene of Jesus Christ passes to team 8.
So we guess that this is Warli paintings and the pictures mostly are like stick figures and all.
Super answer, team 8. Very nice answer. This is Warli paintings. Right? Warli paintings from Maharashtra. If you see most Warli paintings, this is the inset of the painting with kind of stick figures like he said. That's the visual depiction of this performing art. Great answer. GMHS's Calicut on a roll. Another 10 points to you. Very well done. That is the end of changing tack, ladies and gentlemen. We have 5 rounds done in the quiz. We'll do one quick score check and then go into a final buzzer round, which will only take the next 2 or 3 minutes. So we will be on time and hand it off before 8:20. All right. Okay. DAV Public School, Gurugram have hit a century. They are on 100 points. But it's a very, very close contest between the two Kerala teams. Bhavan's Vidya Mandir Kochi and GMHSS Malappuram, both on 65 points, battling for second place. And very close behind them, snapping on their heels, is GD Goenka Public School Siliguri on 55 points. And the other teams are on 35, 39 Navy Children's School Mumbai, 35 SGIS, 30 DPS Bhopal, and 29 to KPS Raipur. All right, let's gear up for the final round. 6 buzzer questions. So just few seconds per question and we should be good. Visuals will come on the screen. It's +8, -4. 2 attempts allowed. Let me just pull it up. Give me a second. All right. So the visuals will come on the screen and I will then ask you the question. In one case, it's an audio, right? We'll put up the visual first and then I will ask the question. Yeah, buzzer reset, please. Okay? Clear? Right. First one. Which award-winning work inspired the names of these mascots of a recent major hockey tournament that was held in India? Teammates?
So this is Elephant Whisperers.
Elephant Whisperers, excellent. The 2 people who were involved in Elephant Whisperers, the documentary that won an Oscar this year, inspired the names of these 2 mascots of the Champions Trophy hockey tournament that happened. They hit the buzzer before you, that's all. Reset the buzzer, please. There's a little lag because of the distance, so we just wait for a few seconds. Yeah, now we're good. Second question. What is the 2-word? Yes, KPS Raipur.
Tipu's tiger.
Excellent answer. Tipu's tiger. What is the 2-word alliterative name of this automaton or toy that was used? It kind of funnily shows a tiger coming out of that object and devouring an Englishman. It was called Tipu's tiger. Tipu Sultan, of course, is known as the tiger of Seringapattnam or Mysore. Well done. +8 to KPS Raipur. Previous question was +8 to teammate. Okay, hold on. Buzzer reset, please. Your visuals are back. Okay. Third question. These 2 people won the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 2023 for what specific? Has anyone gone for it? I think there seems, yeah, I think team 8 have also been buzzing. Hold on. There's a little bit of lag, like I said. Team 8 buzzed first. I could see that. Yeah.
This is COVID-19 vaccine.
I need a better.
This is mRNA vaccine.
mRNA vaccine. I need that specifically. mRNA vaccine. That is correct. Messenger RNA, one of the ways to battle diseases like COVID. Reset the buzzer.
Is there a problem with this?
There's no problem. It's just the distance, right? Perhaps if you don't mind, you can, come up on stage. It's better. It's okay. Not a problem. Just you can be here without interrupting the display because I think it's a wireless buzzer, so the distance is causing a bit of a lag. Yeah. All right. Just stay there. Buzzers reset. Next question. Question number 4. This is a boundary demarcation. Team 3.
Arunachal Pradesh.
What is your answer? What is your final answer?
Arunachal Pradesh.
Huh?
The Brahmaputra going from the Arunachal Pradesh.
-4 to you. You didn't allow me to finish the question. You can't buzz again. Reset the buzzer. This is a demarcation line that is named after a Britisher. Yes, team 1?
McMahon. Sir
McMahon line, that is correct. The Shimla Accord of 1914, McMahon line between British India and Tibet, which is now taken as the legal boundary between India and China. That was Arunachal Pradesh, you're right. But that's not what we were asking for. Team 3 get -4, team 1 get +8. Reset the buzzer. Penultimate question, you're going to listen to an audio. Tell us what is the 2-word name of this important piece of audio. Or you can tell me in what context is it used. Who uses it in what context? Yeah?
Beating the retreat?
Incorrect. It's not beating the retreat. So that's -4 to team 8. Reset the buzzer. Very good guess though. Very good guess. Anyone trying? Anyone else? Last 5 seconds. No one going for it. Let's quickly take it to the audience. Anybody? Anandalok, that is correct. The slow march of the Indian Navy. So, one question I thought appropriately, as we come towards the end of the quiz, is the slow march of the Indian Navy used at passing out parades and during guard inspections. Very last question of G20THINQ national final, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Please give a big round of applause to our 8 teams on stage. They've been phenomenal. These are not easy questions. They've worked out answers and applied their presence of mind, tackled uncharted waters, and changed tack, and done all of that to be here at action stations for the final question. The final question is this. Originally, team 1, let me read I thought it would be good if you'd let me ask the question, but go for it.
Gateway of India.
-4. Reset the buzzer. Originally, fishermen used to sell a fish variety called palam over here in this very location that we are standing. This got corrupted to an English word which gives its name to the area that we are in. Yes, team 2.
Bombay duck.
Bombay?
Bombay duck. Bombay duck.
Not Bombay duck. Sorry, not Bombay duck. Anybody from the audience? Yes. So this is how we get the name Apollo Bandar. Apollo Bandar, which is the name of this larger area. Bandar means port. The Apollo doesn't refer to the god Apollo. It is a corruption of the word palos or palam, which is a word for fish by the Portuguese, which got corrupted to English as Apollo. And here we are at Apollo Bandar at the iconic Gateway of India. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of G20THINQ national finale. Once again, 6-8 wonderful teams over here with us from the length and breadth of the country who have done amazingly well. I must tell you that we also have 2 special prizes for the 2 most enthusiastic, promising, enterprising quizzers. They may be from 2 different teams. They're going to win an Apple iPad each, and there's a special jury that's deciding that prize, led by the President Nawa. So we will have those winners. But we will see, as per the scorecard, who our top 3 are and who's going to represent Team Bharat in the international finale of G20THINQ. Just give us a few seconds as we swap the feed and give you the score. All right, here we go. Krishna Public School, DPS Bhopal, 30 points. Please applaud for them. Our young team, Krishna Public School, Raipur, 33 points. SGIS Kolhapur, 35 points. Navy Children's School, Mumbai, wonderful team, some very nice answers. with 43 points finished in 5th place. In 4th place today, our GD Goenka Public School from Siliguri on 51 points. Fantastic team, great answers. Taking 3rd place today and winning themselves some very nice prizes, laptops, State Bank of India FD certificates and so on. Bhavan's Vidya Mandir from Kochi. And with a string of excellent answers, beating them and the others to runner-up slot today, with 77 points, our Government Model Higher Secondary School, Malappuram, Calicut University campus, 77 points. But our clear winners for today, hitting a century and setting the tone for the other teams. And they will be Team Bharat at G20THINQ International Finale. They will be in their home city, DAV Public School, Gurugram, ladies and gentlemen, our champions.
Right, it's time for me to hand it back one final time to our lovely hosts. Please give a round of applause and welcome back Abbas and Shraddha.
Thank you, Venki.
Well done, guys. Great show. Well done.
DAV Public School, you have truly been phenomenal. Your remarkable achievement from amongst 11,000 plus schools is a testament to your dedication and intelligence. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a huge round of applause for the team DAV.
Okay. Cool.
And thank you, Venki, for such an inspiring quiz.
Thank you.
What a contest it has been so far. Let us acknowledge the hard work of these participants once again.
Yes, Abbas, this reminds me the life of a caterpillar paves way for the glory of the butterfly to shine. And tonight, these dazzling participants seem to have truly broken out of their cocoon and flown into a league of their own. A round of applause for our accomplished quizmaster and these wonderful children. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed for the award ceremony. I request Vice Admiral Krishna Swaminathan, Chief of Personnel, and Mrs. Zareen Singh, Vice President Nava, to kindly come up on the stage to award the most enthusiastic and promising quizzers.
Yes, so this is a very special prize. Like I said, it's not based on the scoreboard necessarily. It's a way to reward and award 2 quizzers whom the jury has thought, and Vice Admiral Krishna Swaminathan was part of the jury along with the President Nava. And the jury has decided that the prize, the 2 Apple iPads for the most energetic, enterprising and promising quizzers, will go to the boys from GD Goenka International School. Please come up. Please come up and receive your special prizes. We've decided to award it for 2 contestants from the same team. They did really well. They finished 4th today, but they go home with these wonderful prizes. They gave some amazing answers. Let's hear a round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, ma'am and sir. May I now request Vice Admiral Dinesh K. Tripathi, Flag Officer, Commanding-in-Chief, Western Naval Command, and Mrs. Shashi Tripathi, President Nava, Western Region, to kindly come up on the stage to give away the prize for the 2nd runner-up team. Which is it?
नहीं.
Ladies and gentlemen, the second runner-up team for tonight, Bhavans Vidya Mandir, Kochi. Represented by Tarun Thomas Tyson and Kiran Thomas Tyson. Each member of the second runner-up team receives an HP laptop, a Samsung Galaxy Tab, and an SBI certificate of rupees 25,000 each.
Thank you, ma'am and sir. I kindly request you to remain on stage, sir and ma'am. And now, I would like to invite on stage Admiral R. Hari Kumar, Chief of the Naval Staff, and Mrs. Kala Hari Kumar, President Nava, to give away the prize for the first runner-up team. The first runner-up team for the evening is the team from GMHSS Calicut University. Congratulations. Each member of the first runner-up team receives an HP laptop, a Samsung Galaxy Tab, and an SBI FD certificate of rupees 50,000 each. It is most important at this stage, ladies and gentlemen, to once again acknowledge the contributions of our generous sponsors who made all these wonderful prizes possible.
Thank you, ma'am and sir. May I now request our chief guest, Honorable Governor of Maharashtra, Shri Ramesh Bes, to kindly come up on the stage to present the award to the winning team. And the winner of the G20THINQ National Finals is DAV Public School, Gurugram. Represented by Vanshad Arora and Shmeet Narwal. Each member of the winning team will receive an Apple MacBook Air, a Samsung S6 Tab, and SBI certificate of rupees 75,000 each. And of course, the Grand THINQ Winners Rolling Trophy.
We are grateful to our sponsors for making these very attractive prizes possible. Ladies and gentlemen, this winning team will make us proud yet again when they represent our country as Team Bharat at G20THINQ International Finals on 23rd November at India Gate, New Delhi.
Let's have a huge round of applause for Team DAV Public School.
I request all the 8 teams who are on stage to come together for a group photograph. Congratulations to the winners. And for everyone else, please do not let your spirits down. I'm sure you all had a wonderful journey. After all, quizzing is all about winning some and learning some. The teams who stood 4th to 8th will receive gift vouchers worth rupees 20,000 each.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I now request the Chief of the Naval Staff to felicitate the Honorable Governor of Maharashtra.
Students, you may go join the audience and be comfortable.
I request all students to join the audience now.
We now request the Honorable Governor of Maharashtra to kindly address the audience.
भारतीय नौसेना और नेवी वेलफेयर एंड वेलनेस एसोसिएशन द्वारा आयोजित इंटर स्कूल इंडियन नेवी क्विज G20 थिंक नेशनल फाइनल राउंड गेटवे ऑफ इंडिया मुंबई में आयोजित श्री एडमिरल आर हरि कुमार भारतीय नौसेना प्रमुख, श्रीमती कला हरि कुमार अध्यक्ष नेवी वेलफेयर एंड वेलनेस एसोसिएशन, वाइस एडमिरल दिनेश कुमार त्रिपाठी फ्लैग ऑफिसर कमांडिंग पश्चिमी नौसेना कमान, नौसेना के सभी वरिष्ठ अधिकारी, राज्य के सरकार के अधिकारी, भारतीय नौसेना के सभी पुरुष और महिला अधिकारी तथा उनके परिवारगण, विभिन्न स्कूलों के शिक्षक, प्रधानाचार्य और ऊर्जावान छात्र छात्राएं, सबसे पहले मैं भारतीय नौसेना के प्रमुख एडमिरल आर हरि कुमार का मुंबई में हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं। नेवी वेलफेयर एंड वेलनेस एसोसिएशन की अध्यक्ष श्रीमती कला हरि कुमार का भी मैं हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं। प्रतिष्ठित G20 थिंक क्विज का फाइनल राउंड देखकर मुझे सचमुच बेहद खुशी हो रही है। आज के फाइनल क्विज राउंड बहुत शानदार और ज्ञानवर्धक रहे। सभी टीमों ने उत्कृष्ट प्रदर्शन किया। G22 नवंबर को इंडिया गेट पर होने वाले G20 देशों के अंतर्राष्ट्रीय राउंड के लिए चयनित सभी छात्रों को बधाई देता हूं। मैं कामना और आशा करता हूं कि आप देश का नाम रोशन करेंगे और देश को गौरवान्वित करेंगे। मैं भारतीय नौसेना को और विशेष रूप से नेवी वेलफेयर एंड वेलनेस एसोसिएशन को G20 क्विज की कल्पना करने और इसे एक राष्ट्रीय कार्यक्रम बनाने के लिए बधाई देता हूं। आज बड़ी संख्या में उपस्थित नौसेना के वीर जवानों को मैं विशेष रूप से हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। नौसेना के अधिकारी और जवान हमारी समुद्री सीमाओं की रक्षा करते हैं और हमारे देश को सुरक्षित रखते हैं। आप भारत के सच्चे विजेता हैं। भाइयों और बहनों, हाल ही में भारत की अध्यक्षता में G20 शिखर सम्मेलन संपन्न हुआ। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी के नेतृत्व में भारत ने नई दिल्ली में G20 शिखर सम्मेलन की उत्कृष्ट मेजबानी की। आज दुनिया का भारत के प्रति दृष्टिकोण में बहुत बड़ा परिवर्तन आया है। आज पूरा विश्व प्रमुख अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मामलों पर भारत के विचारों और राय का गंभीरता से संज्ञान लेता है। सभी क्षेत्रों में भारत का आत्मविश्वास बढ़ा है। हमारे वैज्ञानिकों ने मिशन चंद्रयान 3 को सफलतापूर्वक पूरा किया और चंद्रमा पर सॉफ्ट लैंडिंग की। चंद्रयान मिशन के बाद भारत ने अपना सोलर मिशन लॉन्च किया है। विभिन्न खेलों में भी भारत का प्रदर्शन उनके नए आत्मविश्वास को दर्शाता है। चीन में आयोजित एशियाई खेलों में भारत ने अपना अभी तक का सर्वश्रेष्ठ प्रदर्शन किया। भारत ने पहली बार 100 से ज्यादा पदक जीते। बर्लिन में आयोजित स्पेशल ओलंपिक में भी हमारे दिव्यांग और मानसिक रूप से विकलांग खिलाड़ियों ने भी देश के लिए कई पदक जीते। पिछले एक महीने से आप सभी भारतीय क्रिकेट टीम का नया आत्मविश्वास देख रहे हैं। हम विश्व कप फाइनल में पहुंचे हैं और हमें विश्वास है भारत कल विश्व कप हासिल करेगा। हमारा यही आत्मविश्वास और चयनित छात्र छात्राएं इंटरनेशनल राउंड में भी दिखाएंगे, ऐसा मुझे विश्वास है। भारत की सशस्त्र सेनाएं हमारे महान राष्ट्र का गौरव है। आज भारतीय नौसेना विभिन्न देशों के लिए पंजीदा सुरक्षा भागीदारी के रूप में उभरा है। INS विक्रांत, INS मार्गवाओ, INS करंज और निर्माणाधीन INS इम्फाल जैसे स्वदेशी अत्याधुनिक युद्ध पोतों को शामिल करने के साथ भारतीय नौसेना आत्मनिर्भर भारत के राष्ट्रीय लक्ष्य को साकार कर रही है। महिला अग्निवीरों का सेना दलों में प्रवेश लैंगिक समावेशिता की दिशा में भारतीय नौसेना के प्रयास का प्रतीक है। क्विज इवेंट कुछ दिन बाद खत्म हो जाएगी, लेकिन यहाँ उपस्थित शिक्षकों से मैं कहना चाहूंगा कि आप छात्रों को प्रश्न पूछने के लिए प्रोत्साहित करें। प्रश्न पूछने के माध्यम से ही वे दुनिया को समझ पाएंगे। हमारी संस्कृति का महाकाव्य भगवत गीता अस्तित्व में नहीं आए होते अगर अर्जुन ने भगवान कृष्ण से प्रश्न नहीं पूछे होते। प्रश्न पूछने और उत्तर खोजने से ही गीता का ज्ञान प्रकट हुआ। प्रश्न करना अज्ञानता का प्रतीक नहीं है, बल्कि आत्मज्ञान का मार्ग है। मुझे खुशी है कि भारतीय नौसेना ने क्विज प्रतियोगिता आयोजित करके जिज्ञासा और ज्ञान की इस भावना को बढ़ावा देने की दिशा में एक सराहनीय कदम उठाया है। मुझे विश्वास है कि इस प्रतियोगिता से हमारे नागरिकों के बीच समुद्री जागरूकता बढ़ेगी। इस भव्य आयोजन की संकल्पना के लिए मैं नेवी वेलफेयर एंड वेलनेस एसोसिएशन का और भारतीय नौसेना का फिर एक बार हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूं। सभी विजेताओं को नई दिल्ली में हो रहे अंतर्राष्ट्रीय फाइनल के लिए शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Thank you, sir. We are extremely grateful for and honored by your words tonight, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, request all of you to kindly rise for the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, I request all to remain standing as the chief guest departs.